What's going on, YouTube? Hope you're doing well. Coming back at you with another unboxing of a pistol I purchased the other day. This is going to be a Canik Tp9 Elite subcompact. This is the flat dark earth camo variant. If you want to know the specs on it, so it's striker fired pistol, semi-automatic with a polymer frame, 9mm of course, 3.5-inch barrel. It's a Crea coat finish with what they call a splinter camo. It's got the loaded chamber indicator, reversible mag release. Comes with 2 magazines. It's going to be a 12-round magazine and a 15-round magazine. A holster, 2 interchangeable back straps. And let's open it up. First, that's the case it comes in. Just FYI. Upon opening it up, let me just flip it sideways here momentarily. So in the top of the case, you get a cleaning rod, polymer cleaning rod to clean the pistol with. You also get a brush to clean the pistol with. This is tucked up like so. Nice packaging. As far as your paperwork you get with it, and I'm just going to go over this really quickly. You get a couple little advertisements for the NRA. There's much better places to go with your money than that place. A little welcome card. Gives you a disassembly paper, as apparently this is a little different to take part than another pistol. So make sure you do read that or you'll damage your pistol. Then you have your user's manual. I'm not going to go over it. It's just going to go in depth how to take apart the gun, how to properly clean and lubricate, and how to be safe with it. If you've never used a firearm before, I strongly suggest you go over that. But for the sake of this video, I'm not going to do that. But that's what comes in there. And what I'm going to do is kind of flip this up so you can see what goes in the box here. And we'll just go ahead and take it out. Got a loaded chamber flag, which should be in the chamber, but we'll check that. You get your trigger lock, which is required. I don't use them, but if you have kids or whatever, make sure you secure your firearms. Little quality thing. This is going to be the 15-round magazine. So with this magazine, you could do 16 rounds in your pistol. You got a base plate for your magazine. If you don't like the flat dark earth one, you can put this black one on there and do away with that or whatever you want to do with it. But it's there. They give it to you. It's free. You do get your large back strap, which I'm going to leave this out for a minute because we'll show you about that. You also do get a little toolkit. In this toolkit, you get a couple screws with a couple locking washers, a star wrench, a couple Allen wrenches, and you also do get another polymer pin, which is this thing right here. And I'll go over that just in a quick moment. But that's what you get in there. Let's pull out the actual pistol. I should state too, you do get a base plate here, polymer base plate for your optic. Like if you want to use like a Holosun or whatever, you can use that with your Holosun optic. Pull this up. You also get the holster with it. I'm going to just verify. Since that chamber indicator wasn't in there, I'll just verify for myself that the gun was unloaded. You get the holster in here. It does have an adjustable retention on the holster. In its current setup, it looks like it is set up for outside the waistband. However, in looking at this, you could put these clips Looks like right on the front, possibly, and just use it for IWB if you wanted to. I probably would not, just because it doesn't have a sweat guard. But great holster for the range, and it's free, so why not? All right, let's just shut this here for a moment. Do keep in mind, as I said, this pistol is unloaded. I'm going to pull this magazine out momentarily, and this is going to be your 12 plus 1, so 13 round. What I do like about the Canik pistols is all their magazines have that pinky extension. If you didn't want to use it for more concealability, you could put that black one on that I showed you earlier on either one of these mags. I just prefer to have the pinky extension on there. I think it's more comfortable for me in getting a full grip on there. And also, I only shoot 9mm NATO or plus P, so they do have a little extra pop. So I prefer to have that on there for controllability as well when you put your grip on there. Without it, you know, your pinky finger is just going to be dangling off the back, which some people don't care, whatever. You can shoot it like that. I have guns that I've shot like that. It's just not my preferred thing. As you can see here, we have the medium backstrap on there right now. If you wanted to take this out and utilize this larger one, if you have bigger hands, what you would do is take those Allen wrench tools and you would push this pin down through and pop it out. And then you would insert, this piece would come off. You would take this and simply fold it up underneath there, push it down. And with that longer pin that I showed you, the polymer pin, you would put that in here and that will give you your larger backstrap. As far as the pistol, like I said, it does have a ambi slide release, which is nice. I do also like having a little bit out of the way. You know, sometimes when they put them right here, you know, when the smaller pistols, you know, you can end up bumping them up there and you know, end up keeping the slide from locking or locking it back when you don't want to. So just me. You do get a little Picatinny rail right there. So if you wanted to put a laser flashlight or combo on there, you can do so. Overall comfort of the pistol is extremely nice. I like the way it feels in my hand. I like the camo look. I think that's a pretty sexy looking pistol. On the sights, they are a blackout rear sight with a phosphorescent front sight. This pistol is about, where I bought it from, I think you get it for like $413 cash price, or like $427 with debit or credit. And that was through Bud's Gun Shop. They didn't sponsor this. I buy most of my guns from there. So I would opt to probably change these out, but I've actually got a red dot ordered for this, so I'm not going to worry about the night sights at this moment. But as far as for the general quality of the sights that are on there, they are a steel sight and very nice finish on them and all, and it would be fine for carrying in the day and that, but you know, for nighttime folks that may come in without you're wanting them to, it'd be better just to have the night sights or a red dot on there, and or both. I ordered a Holosun green dot sight, actually, because I prefer green. It's easier to pick up in the daylight and easier for me to see, so I went that route. They're a little more expensive, as green lasers are a little more expensive to manufacture and produce the green beam. Let's pull the slide back here, and we'll go ahead and cock it. And when it's hot, and I'm going to kind of set my hand off here to the side and just kind of give you an idea of the trigger. And the first one, I'm just going to give you the momentum of the travel. Pull it in, back, 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 back. There's the wall. Got a little more sponge to it. and then a clean break and no play after. Let's re-rack it. And the reset on it is as followed. So it's a fast reset. You reset right there and break again. It's got a lot of take up on the trigger, but it's the poundage wise, it's very easy to pull back, and unlike some of the Glock triggers in that, it's comfortable. You know, it's tolerable to shoot. I'm probably going to go ahead and just swap that trigger out with like a freedom trigger or something. More of a flat style trigger. Not real big on curved triggers. That's just my preference. So, and also with the freedom triggers, it takes a lot of this slack out. I mean, that's from pulling. I mean, you got like, man, that's, I dare to say almost a half an inch of play in that, which for a sub $500 gun, really just a $400 gun, not a big issue, and it's still going to shoot fine. I'm just used to a shorter trigger stroke, so I would opt to change that out just for my preference, because all the pistols that I have like if this is the wall right there, you know, I'm using mine sitting there and maybe like have that much and then fire. Not a huge deal, but just my preference. Mag release is easy to get to. I don't have extremely large hands, but I do find it to be easy to get to. And yeah, so you got that going for you. And it's got a good ejection pressure on it. As stated, you can flip this around if you're a left-hand shooter, left-hand dominant shooter. You can flip that around. You still got your slide lock on there. You got your chamber loaded indicator right there. So another nice little feature you got to check and see if you have that. I would kind of hold the gun and just kind of rotate it and give you an idea of the overall look. From the factory, this slide cut, you can put like a Shield RMRSC on there, direct fit without having any adapter plates. You can use the Holo-Sun with the included adapter plate. I think you could put a Swamp Fox on there without an adapter plate as well. So you do have 3 good options for reasonably priced red dots for a very reasonably priced handgun, which you really can't go wrong with. Ergonomics wise and, you know, shooting, very, you know, comfortable for my size hands. This is the size pistol I prefer to carry, just because, like, I love my P365. And it's great for, you know, if I know I'm going to be outside all day in the heat and I need to have on shorts and like something not very concealing, it's a great pistol for that. But outside of that, on every day, I prefer to carry something like this. You get that, you know, little extra barrel length, which does make a big difference. You have a little more substantial weight to the pistol, which makes it a little easier to shoot. Now, in my experience, I have no issues with the SIG P365 or such things such as like a Glock 33 or Glock 26. Those are all fantastic weapons as well, and pistols that I do own. But I really like the look of this Canik, and I was like, I'm gonna pick that up and carry it because it looks really good, and they did a really good job on the Korea coat and everything. One thing I will point out about this. You know, this firearm can fire without the magazine. So do be aware that even with the mag out, if you have one in the chamber, it still can fire a live round. Some pistols don't do that. I'm just going to make that out and let y'all know, just so you are aware. So that's about what I can say about it. I really enjoy it. There will be a range video with this that will be tested. Probably be going to film that tomorrow. It's already kind of late in the day here, and it's hot as heck out in North Carolina. So I don't want to really get into that kind of heat, but you know, absolutely beautiful gun. So that being said, if you have any questions in regard to Canik firearms, this is not my only Canik firearm. I do own a black and tungsten TP9 Elite. I really like this series of pistol. It really shoots spot on, really good. I really enjoy the pistol. I don't think you can go wrong with it for the money. It's, you know, like I said, $450 after tax, and then whatever your transfer FFL dealer fee is. But you really can't go wrong with it. With everything they give you, and you're set up for a couple red dots right out of the box. It's just hard to beat that. So if you have any questions about this pistol or about firearms in general, you can place them in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions that you post. And thank you for watching. Thanks for being the best part of the channel. Stay safe, stay armed, and let's keep the world a peaceful place. God bless.